Well, great to have Craig Kieswetter in the Super SaturTaxi, and there's a couple of very poignant questions I want to ask him. But first of all, Craig, welcome to Joburg. Thanks for flying up. You flew all the way up for the interview.
Well, I've been hearing all the stories and been watching your show, so took the opportunity and delighted to be here.
Before we talk about your transition in life, which to me is fascinating, it's part of the reason I wanted to get you in the Super SaturTaxi, let me ask your opinion on cricket. Because even back from when you played to where it is now, the game seems to continuously change.
The game has evolved. I mean, when I first started playing, T20 didn't exist. And then by the time I finished, T20 had sort of become this bomb that had just exploded onto the world scene of cricket. And commercially, T20 makes the most sense. It's 3.5 hours maximum for supporters. You can do it on a Friday after work. And there's a proper atmosphere and a vibe and enjoyment around it. Test cricket is always going to remain the ultimate, and the pinnacle. But I sort of suspect that one day cricket is going to sort of fade away and become less relevant.
Craig doesn't know this, but as a surprise, I'm taking him to Kieswetter because you were a cricketer. Then, and we'll talk about that in a moment, you moved into being a professional golfer for a while. And now, of course, you're very much involved as a breeder with Ridgemont and the operation that you guys have got. So we're going to Kieswetter to link up with a horse of yours, actually, that's running on the weekend. But before we arrive at the horse and at Kieswetter, what about this golf thing? How did you get from moving and morphing into golf from cricket?
The blatant honesty of it is, Neil, is that I wanted to stay unemployed for as long as possible. But I think that it got to a certain stage where I was probably taking the mick a bit, and the old man sort of pulled the reins in and said, right, it's time to actually come home and actually work. You've been playing cricket for long enough and golf for long enough. So I tried it, and I packed it in, and also I thought I actually need to.
I just want to put out there, because this is Super SaturTaxi. I mean, I'm going to be your caddy, right? We're available for the live tour, right?
We are available for
We're available because I worked out if we run last, we're going to do okay.
Does
We
Greg
can buy the
watch
taxi.
the show?
We can buy Toyota, actually, if we are. Greg, hi, Greg.
Let's tweet Greg and get him to watch this so that we can then get on the live tour.
So now we're heading off to Kieswetter, so we're going to have a brief break, and when you see us, we're going to be chatting in front of your horse. But before you go, 3 test matches coming up. South Africa. The first one's at Lords, I think. Second one, Old Trafford, and we said the Oval's the last one. What do you think? Give us a prediction.
I think it's going to be interesting because look at the way that England played with Ben Stokes now as captain and McCullum as coach, and obviously Rob Key as director of cricket. I personally do think England will win, maybe 2-1. I'm not going to put myself on the line too much to say a whitewash 3-0, but I do think they will win 2-1.
Well, we love surprising our Super Saturday guests, and that's why I've brought Craig to Kieswetter. I've also brought the hat along to remind him, of course, of his interests. But first time at Kieswetter, and this is your filly, which is going to run at Greyville on Saturday.
Yeah, so it's quite a surprise, Neil. Thank you.
Well, remind us who she is, because her father is Camphor Cliffs, her mother was Quick Brown Fox.
That's right. We bought the mum in Australia as a 1-year-old, and we raced her. And the stallion is the first stallion that we brought into the country when we took over the farm, Ridgemont Highlands in Robertson. So it's a huge day for us on Saturday for the stud, for the operation. And we've got, along with this filly, 2 other Camphor Cliffs running in graded races. So fingers crossed it'll be a good weekend for us.
Well, Craig Kieswetter, thanks very much for coming in. A career in cricket, a career in golf, and now a career breeding horses. This is a beautiful natured filly. We want to thank him. We wish him the best for the weekend, but we don't wish that his prediction of the English beating the Proteas in the Test Series come true. We're going for, I think the Rhino said 2 draws and 1 Protea win. But Craig, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very
much.
much.
Great pleasure.
Thank you.